right, welcome to the next module. This is going to be a fun one. We're going to actually go step by step and walk you through how to create your profile in Twitter, but a couple of things first. You're going to choose your handle or your name wisely. Your handle is like your email address. So that's what people are going to know you as. It comes out every time you tweet. A thing to keep in mind is you want to keep your name short, 8 to 10 characters max, because in Twitter, you can only use 140 characters in a message. So a character could be a letter, a number, a symbol, a space. This is done on purpose to keep the messaging very concise and to the point. So if you tweeted something, which means you published it, and someone wants to share it, their name will come out in front of it. And let's just say you put a link to an article. All of a sudden, it's going to get cramped. So the shorter your name and the more your name reflects your target audience, or at least it resonates with them, the better. So we're gonna show you how to see if that name is available, and we're gonna help you build your bio, and we'll be off. So let's go to Twitter. All right, guys. Before we go into Twitter, I'm gonna show you a website that's gonna save you tons of time as you progress in your social media life. It is Namechecker. And you can see how it's spelled, NAMECHECKR.com. And as I create a new Twitter identity, and of course in Facebook and in all the other ones, you want to check it here so you don't have to check it while you're signing it up. Believe it or not, a lot of the names are taken. So it's also helpful as a note that if you're going to create a social identity, that you create the same one in Facebook and in YouTube and other things, right? So let's just pick this one here, RV Mobile Life. It's a little long. Me and my girlfriend just got an RV. This is gonna be my passion. Like I said, we're gonna create one for your kind of an experiment with your hobbies and passions. So let's just see if that is available. So that's available on all these social media tools. So you can play with that, and you can play with this right now. If you need to pause it, go ahead and come up with a name while we go to Twitter. Okay, we're at Twitter now, and we're actually going to just go to twitter.com, as you can see up here, and we're going to hit sign up. And we're going to go ahead and just fill it out. For testing reasons, I'm just going to say it's Joe Recruiter. And I created a email just for this purpose as well. And let's give it a... All right. So that's what you're going to do, right? You can put your real name. That's fine. This is going to be, you might be surprised yourself if you create this Twitter handle, and if it's really truly a passion of yours and a hobby, you might use this for the rest of your life. So you can put your real email address. It's up to you. If you use Gmail, you can actually, there's a way to, you could use your normal Gmail account right here and then just put .Twitter, and it'll still come to you, and but you'll be able to filter out your messaging. So that's why I love Gmail, you can do cool things like this. So if your real email address is joelrecruiter47, you could put .Twitter at Gmail. You'll still get the email, but you'll be able to tag it in Gmail, and it'll come to you in a different folder. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're taking this step by step. Okay, so follow along. Hit sign up. And it's going to ask for my phone number. Don't sweat it. That's just the way it is. You're going to have to do this. It's going to shoot you a text probably. And right now it's texting me. And there it is. They're trying to beef up their security because anyone can create these Twitter accounts. Sometimes they just, have to do this. So suggestions. You know what? We're going to go with the RV name. Awesome. RV Mobile Life. Sweet. We already know it's available because we checked it on Namechecker. So you put your name in there, and let's hit next. All right. We're glad you're here, Joe the Recruiter. Twitter is constantly updating the stream. You can read for yourself. Keep in mind, whenever you're signing up for a new social network, beware of the small print, anything that can check or uncheck. In the past, they would send out things on your behalf. So, I know you're in a rush, but be sure you fill this out correctly. Now, Twitter's no dummy. They know that they want people to have fun on their network and to get relevant information. So they're going to ask you what this is for, right? And they're going to also serve you up content because you're brand new, right? So I'm going to uncheck this. If one of these is real big it matches one of your passions, then go ahead and check that one, okay? I'm going to hit continue. Based on your choices, here are some suggestions. Remember, they want you to get involved. They just like LinkedIn and other things. They don't want a social network with no connections is very boring, right? So it knows I'm on Gmail because it's already finding people that I already work with. And so it's going to auto select these. I'm going to say no. I'm going to unselect that. Because remember, we want to focus on a certain target, and those individuals aren't in my RV mobile life hobby, passion topic. Continue. Okay, upload a photo. So we can do this. Now remember, this is just for your kind of passion hobby here. So we're just going to do RV. We're doing this live. So I'm going to go to images. It doesn't really matter. We can always change this, right? So life is great. Campy makes it better. We're going to right click on this bad boy and we're going to save as. And we're going to change this to RV Mobile Life. It's going to be in downloads. Awesome. We're going to get out of here. You could use your picture. When you're going to build your actual recruiting profile, you're going to use your same picture that you use on LinkedIn. That just works well. People can identify you better. So you're going to get your picture, upload it. And we know it's in downloads. And there it is. Don't stress about this. Remember, this is not your professional Twitter account. And right now, no one's going to know because you really haven't connected with anyone yet. So don't stress about this. This is your fun hobby profile. So I would not connect it just yet to Facebook. Let's hit continue. It still wants you to connect, right? It does not like that we're not connected. So you could, once you're ready to do this for real, you could connect this to your email network if it's your target audience. I wouldn't go crazy with this right now. You want to have some control. I'm going to skip that step. Once again, it's trying to get me to follow people, right? So I'm gonna keep fighting it. And there's no problem with having this. It's just that we're trying to do an experiment here, right? We want very targeted audience. So there it is. There's Joe the Recruiter, RV Mobile Life, and there it is. I'm on Twitter. That didn't take too long. And you can always, okay, so it sent me, to confirm I'm not a robot, it's sending me an email. So I'm going to go check this email that I set up, and there it is. Confirm your Twitter account. Confirming. You have to do this, so it's a pain if you don't. So to go ahead and get that done. Okay, so we've got that closed. And now we're at Joe the Recruiter site. Now, let me go home. So feel free to play with this, right? Just like most social networks, if you're used to Facebook or LinkedIn, you've got home, right? Home is kind of like your dashboard. Once we start picking people to follow, we'll see their updates here. We have notifications. This is anytime, and this is a good time to talk about this, but anytime someone interacts with your messages, you're going to get a notification. So a mention is what it says. Anytime someone uses my handle at RV Mobile Life in a tweet, it's going to let me know. People love when you mention them, okay? A retweet. That is the same thing as a like in or a share in Facebook, okay? They're going to actually forward my message on to their followers. You really want to go for all these. You want people to mention you. You really want people to retweet you. And this is kind of new for Twitter. Now when someone likes your tweet, it's just like Facebook. They're kind of saying, kudos, or they're they're letting you know that they like your article. It can be an article that you found on the internet. It could be something, an original thought, a photo, a video. They're going to say, hey, I like it, right? And then when someone follows you, right? So when someone new follows you, you're going to be notified. This will get exciting once we get started. So let's see what else we have. This is really new. Moments. It's trying to make Twitter more relevant. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this just because you're not going to use it right now. Now, here's some messages. This has gotten some people into trouble, famous people in trouble. These are called DMs, stands for direct messages, okay? So once I follow somebody and I can either talk to them in public or I can take that, if they're following me, I can take that offline and we can chat. It's used for recruiting a lot. And the problem is, if you don't do it right, you think you're privately chatting, but you're really putting it out to the public. So be careful when you start direct messaging. They've made it a lot better now that you have a message tab, but just beware of that. So Facebook is going to help you get interactive, right? They want you to enjoy this experience. So here's what's called trends, or we'll say it's trending. That means tons of people, in this case, 37,000 tweets, had that topic, okay? You'll see some of these have a hashtag. We love your, I don't even know what I'm saying, but you'll see this here, okay? It's a whole new world. Don't let it overwhelm you. It may seem silly to you, but one day, hopefully, one of your topics or brands will be trending. So all that's telling you is that's real popular, okay? They're going to help me here, and it's going to say, hey, here's who you should follow. Okay, it already knows because I gave them my phone number that I used to work at Zappos, and it's trying to get me in the loop. So they're trying to do the right thing here. And that's kind of it in a nutshell. When we're ready to actually share something, we're going to hit this tweet button, okay? And remember, I told you only have 140 characters. So as I type, you'll see this number subtract, right? When I go over it, if I were to go over it, it will turn red. So what happens is, let's say I wanted to share with you guys this link. So I'm going to copy. And I'm going to put here, this is a great tool to check to see if your handle is taken. And I'm going to paste it, boop, and see that each one of those took up space. So I've only got 56 spaces left. Now, when somebody retweets you, not only will your name be here, it would show the @ RV mobile. What did I put? Life, and it'll have their handle. So all of a sudden, we're going to get real tight on space, and you want to give people room to share what it is you want to share. So keep that in mind. There are some tricks. There are things called URL shorteners. Okay, Google has one. And you've seen them before, you just don't realize it. So let's just say recruiters, whenever you do want to share something from your website, typically it's a huge, long, a URL is this web address up here, right? It's real long. They could even be longer than 140 characters. You're like, I can't share this link. It's too long. So there are things, just Google URL shorteners, and it'll give you a small little link that'll save you. And here you can add media, right? So I could add a picture if I wanted to, right? There's my little image. I could share that. Hey, I'm on Twitter. I could tag, this is new, but a page from Facebook. I could tag if I was with somebody, and I could also put location. This is important because when you're trying to get an audience, like I said earlier, most people use Twitter when they're on their phone. And when you're on your phone, Twitter looks a little different. It'll ask you, hey, do you want to see what's going on around you? And if you are tweeting from headquarters, but you're trying to get the attention of someone in a different location, they might not see it, right? So you want to change the location to Florida or New York or wherever it is you're trying to focus your audience on. You want to have those tweets tied to that location. That way people in that area could get turned on to it. So that's important. Don't stress about this. Okay, so now let's start finding. We can do this together. Remember, I'm RV, right? That's my new hobby. You want to search for yours, so we can just hit search, and I could type in RV life, right? Of course, that's misspelling. RV life, and we're going to come up with several things. It's going to show us photos, right? It's going to show us people that I should follow. And so what you're looking at, it's almost like you're Googling something, but it's only looking at things associated with Twitter. These pictures, the only reason you're seeing them is because someone shared them via Twitter. This is someone, RV Snap 420. This is someone talking about RVs, and he or she retweeted this tweet, okay? I've never been so stressed out in my life, this person here. So videos and pictures get the most attention. So whenever you start getting into this, you want to attach videos, and you want to attach pictures. If you don't have any, just go to your company or your brand's YouTube site. That way you'll know it's already approved, and just share some of those videos. And so I can find something. When I find something that I like, so let's just say RV Village, right? I can click on this, and it's going to show me their profile, right? Just like you created your profile, this is RV Village's profile, right? Here's a background image, which you can change. We can add one to yours. This is their profile pic. This is their bio. And this tells you, this is a link to their website. And this is kind of their world. Everything they've tweeted out, that's what you're going to see. Okay. So real quickly, you can kind of see what this person's all about. Now, this tells you how many tweets they've ever tweeted. This tells you how many people they're following, and it tells you how many people are following them. It also tells you their likes. So I am going to hit follow. So now I am following RV Village. What does that mean? It means anytime RV Village posts something, it'll come up on my homepage, right? So Twitter's no dummies. They have algorithms that say, hey, if you liked this, you're going to love this. So I can hit follow, right? All this RV stuff. So now when I go home, it's not going to be blank like it was before. Now I'm going to follow them. So now I've got stuff here. What I'm seeing, this is called my feed. This means all my followers or people that my followers retweet are going to show up in here. Now, here's the deal. When you, like most recruiters, start getting junk or things that are not important to you, you know you've followed the wrong person. Now, occasionally you're going to get advertisements, and occasionally you're going to get some weird stuff in there. Don't stress about that. That's just Twitter trying to introduce you to new audiences. But since I'm following only RV individuals, that's all I should be getting. Okay, so then, since this is my passion, now in the morning when I look at this, I'm going to find probably 80% of the stuff that they're sharing is going to be about the RV life, right? So that's kind of cool. So I want you to sit here for a while. You can pause this and just start searching for things that match your passion, and go ahead and start following them. Keep in mind, they're going to know you followed them, right? That's a good thing. So I'm following 4 people. They're going to know in their notifications, it's going to say, hey, mobile RV life, whatever I picked, is following you, right? So they're probably going to follow me back. That's how it works in social media. I go and like their stuff. They will like my stuff. Before you get crazy and really want to get into Twitter, make sure that your profile is filled out. So in this next video, we're going to go over how to fill out your bio.